So what I'm going to do is I have a white powder in a test tube that I'm going to heat up with my trusty blowtorch here. And what it's going to do is going to liquefy this powder. It's going to melt it, but also it's going to decompose it. It's a compound called potassium chlorate. And when it does so, one of the decomposition products it's going to give off is oxygen, just O2. And oxygen is what we call a very good oxidizing agent. And oxidizing agents can cause other compounds to, well, oxidize. It's basically it basically results in sort of a loss of electron density. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a gummy bear and deposit it into that molten mess that has the oxygen. Gummy bears have a sugar in them called glucose, and glucose, when it comes into the presence of oxygen at elevated temperatures, it can undergo that oxidation very, very rapidly with a big expenditure of energy that is pretty evident once you see what happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my blowtorch on. And I'm going to heat up this powder, and this will take a minute or so. I'm going to heat up this powder in a test tube under my fume hood, and it's going to cause it to break down and give off some oxygen. I can hear it crackling a little bit. There's a little bit of noise that's given off sometimes, and if you hear some popping, that is actually oxygen coming out of the powder. So it has to get really, really hot to decompose. So, like I said, this might take a minute or two.
I'm thinking the glass would break.
It's actually pretty strong glass. This is a lab grade test tube, so it's pretty hardy. All right, that should be good enough. So let me turn the torch off. I'm carefully going to take a pair of tongs and drop a gummy bear in.